Alrighty, guys, thank you for being here. We're going to talk about the leaders of the team this week. We've got Christina Reiber with Success Club 4, so that's awesome. And top recruiter for this week was Melissa Schwab. She added a coach. And for volume and top coaches of the week, we had Casey Elliott, and a first ever, we had Christina Windsor, who I just did her new coach announcement today, and she was already on the board for top volume producers. So that was incredible. So way to be, guys. That's awesome. Tonight we're going to talk about one of the most feared pieces of what we do, one of the feared vital behaviors, but it's also one of the most important and what brings us usually the most success. That's inviting. So I want to go over inviting with you guys tonight and just really simply break it down, because if you're doing it properly, it shouldn't be scary. Yes, it's stepping out of our comfort zone, but it should never be a task that you worry so much about that you think that you're going to get in trouble or somebody's going to snap at you. If you're doing it properly, you have nothing to worry about. So first of all, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of my story. I am here talking to you right now because I was invited. I was invited 3 years ago. Is that right? Not quite 2 years, or not quite 3 years, 2 years ago. I was invited to try Shakeology. I had bought in a program. I bought Insanity from Walmart. Oops. I had no idea about coaching. I had no idea about what Team Beachbody was. I just wanted to change my life, and I bought a program off the shelf. I was invited to try Shakeology from my then coach. Did I say yes right away? Heck no. I think it took me a good 4 months at least to break down and try the stuff. Why? Because when my coach came to me saying, like, you should try Shakeology, the first things that popped into my head were assumptions. I was thinking, no way, it's a diet shake. I've done Slim Fast. I've done other programs out there. I've done drops, terrible to say, but I'm not doing a diet shake. I'm not going on something that is going to make me lose weight because of what I'm putting in my body to make me burn calories or whatever it is. So I can go off of it when I'm ready, and then here I am gaining the weight back. I wasn't doing that. I didn't want a quick fix. I wanted to show my son a healthy lifestyle. So it took me about 4 months to finally say yes. Why did I say yes? Because in that period of time, I did a little bit of my own research, as well as my coach kept talking to me about it, just sliding it in the conversation if I was saying I had craving issues or I was having trouble finding healthy food to eat on the go when I was really busy, because I had a very young, like under a year old son. And the more I started hearing about it, the more I started researching about it, it was not a diet shake. It was a health shake. It was made from whole foods. Like, it wasn't a bunch of artificial junk to help you ditch calories and burn the fat and put toxins in your body to make you look a certain way. It was a health shake. It was healthy for you. And that was what got the wheels turning. Like, you know what? Maybe this would be a good thing for me. Maybe this would work for me. So after having all of my my fears, my doubts, and my objections dealt with and realized, I was like, you know what, let's try it. So I did. And by goodness, it worked, right? My cravings went down. I had more energy, and it was just that quick meal that if I was really hungry and my kid needed something, I could just whip it up, and it was delicious, and it was awesome. So that was one invite. Then I had to switch coaches because my coach quit, and I randomly my coach found me through Facebook, through a 21 Day Fix recipe meal swap group where I was searching and seeking like support and information about the 21 Day Fix. She found me and she started talking to me very casually. She added me. I was really skeptical. I was like, who's this lady? She's from New York. Like, I don't know her. And back then I was like, I was very, I didn't view Facebook as a place to meet people. I viewed it as something to like connect with your already friends, and that's it. That's all. There's no branching out. And even if I didn't know someone very well, I would still not accept their friend request. I was kind of in a bad, I was just kind of in a bad mind frame. Anyway, my coach friend requested me. I saw she had a daughter, and that eased my mind a little bit when I went searching through her profile. And I was like, you know what? She's got a daughter. She looks like she was so pretty and she looked nice. And I thought, like, oh my gosh, this might be somebody who's like not even real. It might be a fake profile. But I kind of searched through her friends and I kind of did a little bit of digging and she looked normal. So I friended her. Right after I friended her, the next day, or maybe not even, she reached out to me. She sent me a hey girl message. She said, hey girl, how are you? I hope you didn't mind the random friend request. I saw you in the 21 Day Fix group that we're both a part of, and I saw you had a little boy. You look like you have the same interests as me, and I just thought you'd be someone I would want to meet. That was so non-threatening to me. I was a little bit unsure just because I was thinking, again, you have those negative thoughts all the time. Like, is this person is this a fake person? Is this a fake profile? So I replied to her back. I said, oh, no problem. Yeah, I'm in that group. And she asked me about the 21 Day Fix and stuff. And she did not say anything about her being a Beachbody coach or anything. Like, she didn't say anything about Beachbody. Her message was like just friendly, hey, how are you? A compliment about my son, and just very friendly, like I was talking to my best friend. So, and I should add before I forget, I did look on her profile and I saw that she was like a health and fitness coach. So I kind of put two and two together that that's where she found me. And I think it also after said that we were in the same group. So anyway, after our conversation, she commented on a few of my posts with my little guy, and she was just so nice. Like, oh my gosh, you should frame this. He's so cute. My daughter's into that too, or in that stage, whatever it was that she was relating to me with. And she was so nice. So I was this girl who had this program and no coach, because my coach that I was assigned after my first one quit, they never got in contact with me at all. So luckily, by the way, I will say. So anyway, I saw her post on her Facebook, and I was like, wow, like she's doing these programs too. She's had great results. She's helping other people be successful. And I was just seeing like tidbits. Uh-oh, sorry, kid's crying. Ryan's here, so don't worry. Anyway, I was seeing little tidbits of her Facebook page, and like she was sharing clean recipes, and she was sharing like her workout, which was the same as mine. We were doing the same thing. And I was watching her and all these tidbits of value she was adding, and I thought that was really cool. Then her challenge group invite popped up like in my newsfeed, and I was like, I gotta get in that. Like, I have to get in this challenge group. What I'm doing now with my program by myself is not working, because I kept starting and quitting and starting and quitting and starting and quitting. So I messaged her. Actually, this one I did. I messaged her. I felt confident and comfortable messaging her because she built that relationship with me, and I felt like I could reach out to her, that she wasn't this star, because her profile picture looked very professional, and if she hadn't have reached out to me, I probably would have never messaged her, because I would have felt intimidated. I would have felt like, okay, this girl looks perfect. Like, she was fit and she was gorgeous. And here I am, like feeling so lousy about myself, about how I need to ditch the baby weight and how I need to get on track. If my coach hadn't messaged me, I would never have messaged her. I would never have had the confidence to reach out to her and say, hey, can you help me? Because let's face it, we're a community and we're just people that have been raised not to ask for help, to be on our own and to be resourceful and just, you can do it by yourself. You're a big girl, do it by yourself, right? So when she reached out to me, I had that connection with her and I felt comfortable with her. And I felt like it was okay to reach out and say, like, you know what? I need some help. I can't do this by myself. It's not working. So she had said, yeah, absolutely, but you need Shakeology. I had it already. So she switched me over to her. So she was my coach. She added me to the challenge group. So I had great results. I loved every minute of the challenge group. I loved in the morning, I'd look forward to the posts and I did all the assignments. It was so awesome to be in that environment of support. So when I was finished my first round of the 21-day fix, she was asking me for my results because I did so good. And that meant a lot to me. And then she asked me if I ever thought about being a coach. I said, heck no, that is not anything that I'm interested in. I can't do what you do. Well, she asked, well, why not? I'm not fit. I'm not in my perfect body yet. There's no way I can help other people when I am still a mess myself. And I had all these objections, all these common things that people just assume, that you have to be perfect to be a coach, or you have to be in the perfect body to be a coach, or you can't make mistakes to be a coach, or you have to be a salesperson to be a coach. That was a big one. And I had already failed at 3 network marketing companies. So why in the heck would this be any different? And I think I actually told her that. I'm sorry, but I think I did. I was like, nope, I'm not a network marketing person. I can't, it's not my thing. I'm no good at it. I had no success. This is not for me. So anyway, she let it go. Then she asked again, okay, you're not really into the business. And even though she did address my fears, you don't have to have the perfect body, you're so inspiring, all that stuff, I still didn't believe her. I still just said no. So she messaged me again and she said, you know what, you're on Shakeology, you've been on it, do you think you're gonna stay on it for a while? And I was like, absolutely. There's no way I'm giving this stuff up. I felt better than I had in, I think, forever. And she said, you know what? You really should think about becoming a discount coach. I was like, what the heck is that? Well, it's where you sign up as a coach just to simply collect the 25% off of your products. It would save you tons of money. You don't have to work the business if you don't want to. She did slip in there. I know you'd be really good at it and I would love to work with you. And just kind of planting those seeds, right? All along going you're inspiring, or I would love to work with you. Just casually implanting those in to make it known that she hadn't give up on me. That she believed in me, that she was not going to fully let me go, that I knew that this was actually something maybe I could actually be good at. So I was invited to a sneak peek into coaching from her. I said, sure. I was really still skeptical because I'm like, I've done a couple network marketing businesses that were said that you could do your own stuff and you didn't have to sell it to stay active, which was totally wrong. I don't know if I got ill advice or if I just didn't take it properly, but she kept saying there's no incentive to do this. You don't have to work the business if you don't want to, but if you decide to, it's always there. So I said yes to the coaching event, even though it was something that I had no idea what it was all about. I was really confused. What kind of information is going to be in there? I went through the post and I was like, okay, this is pretty low key. So I texted her. I talked to Ryan. He was not very happy about it, by the way. He thought I was just going to burn more money than I had with the past network marketing stuff. And I assured him, no, it's not like that. This is just solely to save me money on something that I'm already buying and that, frankly, we could not afford at the time. So, anyhow, well, I shouldn't say we couldn't afford it. If I fudged my grocery list, it actually did save us money, but he still eats junk, so you know how that goes. Anyway, so I signed up to be a coach. My coach sent me her coaching application or her questionnaire and asked all these questions like, what kind of coach do you want to be? Like, what are your intentions? Do you want to save money just on your Shakeology? Do you want to work the business? Do you want to like make 50K a year? Do you want to inspire other people? My application was pathetic. I said there was nothing I wanted to change. I didn't want to work the business. It was solely to get my Shakeology. That was it. Anyway, I was invited into the team page. She said, you know what, I'm going to add you to our team page anyway because you can ask questions there. It's a safe place. You can ask about your workouts or about Shakeology or anything, your discount coach, if there's a question that comes up in your, just as being a coach, even though you're just a discount coach, there's resources there. There's people to help you. And it's, again, just kind of like a challenge group, supportive. So I said yes. And I'm in that group and I'm seeing all of these posts and this training opportunity. Like, you know, this is what's going on. This is what we do. We have a training group and there's all the assignments to get you started off right. I got another invite. Would you be interested in the training group? And I was like, no, I don't want to do this business. She asked me why. And she went over my fears. She said, you don't have to be perfect. If you try this training group and you don't like it, it's okay. You don't have to work the business. But she said, I believe in you and I see something in you and I don't want you to let it go. So will you like maybe just try? And then if you find out it's something you do not want to do, you do not have to continue. I went in that group, said yes, and all of the information is just handed to you. Like it's like on a silver platter. This is what you do to become successful. And the trainings worked. And I just kept doing what I was told to do, just like in the challenge group, and I saw results. And I saw compound results. And that is why I'm here today. I know that was a little long, but did you guys see how many invites were in my story? How many? Like from Shakeology to the challenge group to coaching to the coaching event to the training. There was like 5 invites there. And again, building that friendship. I'm like, me and my coach are like the cover or the billboard for building relationships because she was a complete stranger to me. She was not a friend on my Facebook already who signed up to be a Beachbody coach. She was a stranger. And now I can safely call her one of my best friends. So that is why inviting is so crucial and actually a blessing to your business and probably to somebody else, like my coach did for me. So that being said, I'm going to dive into a little bit of strategy and inviting so you guys can have a better idea and to rethink what you're doing in your invites and looking and going, you know what, I am doing something right, or maybe I need to critique that a little bit. So first of all, not everyone is seeing your invite posts. So I know when I was a new coach, inviting scared the heck out of me, right? It was something that was taboo and I just didn't have enough knowledge about, and I had the wrong mindset about too. So I would post an invite, and yes, we do get feedback from our invite posts that we do on Facebook. Maybe you shared a before and after. That's great. Maybe you showed you with your kid and doing your workout and how other moms can do it too. That's awesome. But not everybody on your Facebook is seeing those posts. The 3 people that see your posts are the person who's on Facebook when you push that publish button. It's the people who you talked to yesterday or last week or maybe a month ago. But when you have, say, Susie from high school who you have not talked to in like 5 years on Facebook, she is not seeing your stuff. And furthermore, just because depending on other people's schedules, how much they look through their Facebook, they just might not see it. So it's our job to, for one thing, keep building those relationships, because that will keep your network, or that'll keep your network bigger, right? You want to expand your network as much as you can, and that goes through commenting, inviting, messaging people just to talk. That helps you have more reach, so more of your posts are seen by more people more often. So as you guys probably know, when you scroll Facebook and there was a baby born yesterday, oh my God, every time you go on Facebook, that baby's right there at the top of the newsfeed because there's like 50 to 60 comments and 150 likes. And that's why that post keeps showing up over and over and over again. And that's your goal, is to have your post show up over and over and over again, so that more eyes see it and that more people can really engrave it in their mind, because they say that people need 7 exposures at least to decide something. So if they're seeing your post like 3 or 4 times, plus they've seen a Beachbody info commercial, or they've seen an ad go through on the internet about Shaun T and his insanity, they're all exposing people to this thing. So when your post is getting seen more often, that's awesome, right? It's exposures. So that being said, for the people who aren't seeing your posts, or maybe just aren't sure what they're about, that's when invites come in handy, right? The people might not realize what all it is you have to offer. So I will give you an example. I had a lady who, I can't remember, she was commenting on my post. She's an older lady, and she was commenting on my posts, and I invited her to a clean eating group, I think. She accepted, and then she was still commenting on my stuff, so I messaged her and I was like, you know what, are you at all interested? I know you've been commenting on my stuff and you enjoyed the clean eating group. And you know what her response was? I can't do the workouts that you do, like, because she is older, she's got a little bit of issues with her knees, and she said, I can't do that. So like there was no point in her talking to me, because my post was more about like 30-minute workouts, dialed in nutrition, support, accountability, etc. So I said to her, you do not have to dive in like head first. You can start with just portion control and healthy eating, and have like, I kind of chatted to her about that, and she said, I didn't know that. I had no idea that there was more options. I thought I had to be like in it all or nothing. So I talked to her about it, and now she's on Shakeology. She's loving it. She's lost some weight. She feels better. She's got more energy. And maybe one day, because she bought the 21 Day Fix Challenge pack, because you get the whole entire program for an extra $10. Maybe one day when she has lost a little bit of weight and she feels better and the doctor gives her okay, maybe she can bust out the workout. So people sometimes don't realize all and the versatile that we have to offer. So that's one point. And also, people who are maybe seeing your invite posts on Facebook might be thinking, like, they might have objections, like we all did. I know every single one of you on here listening, you had objections about something, whether it was, I don't need the fitness program, I can get a gym membership. I don't need the Shakeology, I don't like I don't like diet shakes. I don't need the portion control containers because I eat healthy and that's all that matters. Portion control means nothing. We all had some sort of objection to this stuff. So when your people are seeing your invite posts and they're thinking like they might have fears, they might have doubts, this way with your invite, you can address those. So if you have somebody who's liking your posts or has been in a clean eating group or whatever have you, send them a friendly invite. Build that relationship first so you feel confident and comfortable talking to them. And then just say, you know what, I saw you liked my challenge group post. Would you be at all interested? If they come at you with a, I would, but I hear it's expensive. I've had that a lot. Or I don't like diet shakes or whatever, all of the objections I just said to you guys. That way you can address them. You can be like, oh, but you know what? Like, it isn't a diet shake at all. It's made from whole foods. The reason why it curbs your cravings is because it feeds your body the nutrition it needs so it doesn't have those cravings anymore. You can address those fears and those doubts that you once had, and you can use the feel, felt, found technique on them. I know how you feel. I felt the exact same way. I thought it was too expensive, or I thought I didn't need the workouts, or I thought I didn't need the containers, but I found that it helped me in this way, and this is a real solution that helped me. And that's where you can really address those. When you are sending your invites and talking to people, even just chatting, check your intentions at the door. I know I tell you guys this a lot, because if you're going into a conversation or sending an invite with the idea of, oh my God, Success Club, you know, the last day of the month is in like 4 days and I need Success Club and I'm only at 2 and I've got to get 2 more challenge packs and I don't know what to do and this person better say yes and what can I do to say them to convince them that they need to buy? Totally not going to work. They're going to see right through you because you are not going to be yourself. You're going to push through that invite as a sale. You're going to be salesy because that is really intentionally what you want in that moment. Does that mean that you don't care about their health and fitness? No, I know you guys better than that. That's why you're coaches. You care about other people. But you have to make sure that you're not leading with, I have to make Success Club. I have to make this amount of dollars this month. I have to do this. You have to check your intentions at the door and think, okay, am I selling something to this person or am I sharing something with this person that can be a solution to help them with the problems that I've had and I found a solution for that maybe can help them too. So really, really dial in before you send those messages. Like, make sure that is on your radar and your number one, because that way I know if you've got the sale in your brain and that's all you're thinking about, if they give you an objection, you might get frustrated. Be like, oh, I don't have time for this. I need to hit Success Club. I'm going to ditch this person and move on to the next. Again, I know you guys aren't like that, but when you're in that frame of mind, it's easy to get sucked into, you get frustrated and you just, okay, that's fine, move on to the next who is willing to buy. But when you go in there with that open mind of helping people and they do give you an objection, you're going to be more likely to say, oh, like, you're going to have a clearer mind. You're going to be focused on how I can help this person. How can I help them find a solution for their struggles right now? And like I said, people also can tell when you're looking for a sale because you'll be rushed. You just won't have that full heart that you usually do when you're really genuinely trying to help somebody. They can also sense your confidence. So if you're going, this is kind of on the opposite spectrum. If you're going in there going, I don't want to do this invite, they're going to say no. I have nothing to offer. I don't know if it's going to, I don't know. They might say no and then it'll hurt my feelings and you're just scared. They can sense that because you won't come off as this person who, like, you know what, I found a solution. I found this amazing product that worked for me, that has helped me and my family. And like, I want to share it with people. If you walk in there or if you message them and you're confident in what you're doing, I don't mean you need to know the ins and outs of every detail, but like about Shakeology and about everything, but knowing that you have something valuable and that you can help them, they are going to sense that confidence in you, and they're going to be confident in you as well. So check your confidence at the door too. If you are struggling with that part, like, you know, you've got no confidence and you're really nervous and you're thinking, oh, they're going to say no. I know it. They're going to say no because, you know, so-and-so's on their Facebook and they're still not on Shakeology and whatever have you. I usually YouTube some inviting trainings because it kind of gets me pumped up. It kind of reminds me like, okay, this is something I need to do. This is something good. This is something valuable and that can really help another person. And it kind of switches your mindset so you have that confidence going in so you can hammer out those invites. Now, all that being said, this can all be applied to coaching. It can be applied to coaching events. It can be applied to clean eating groups. It can be applied to challenge groups, coaching, everything under the sun. All of those points can be set with all of those different aspects of the business. So if say you're talking to somebody about coaching and you're like, oh, they're going to say no. And maybe if I tell them about the discount first, then they're probably likely not to say no. They'll maybe think about it. If I tell them they don't have to do anything or they can just collect the discount, don't do that. Always lead with the business and be confident. Just, again, check your mindset at the door. How's coaching helped you? Have you made a couple extra $100 a month to pay for cell phone bills, to pay for maybe extra toys for your kids, or for a couple of meals out that you maybe wouldn't have been able to shell out that money for? Anything. Remind yourself of what it's done. Not even money-wise. Think about what it's done for your confidence and how amazing you feel when you helped somebody reach their goals with these programs. How amazing that message felt the other morning with someone saying, oh my gosh, I just hopped on the scale. I'm down 6 pounds and it's only been a week and a half. This program's amazing. Thank you so much for this opportunity and for helping me through it. Think about that kind of stuff when you're sending your coach invites too. And when people come back to you with objections, you can have a firm mind that you know why you're here. This is why you're doing this, and you know that you are trying to pass on this solution that you have found. So always, and like I said, all of those points go for everything in the business. So another thing that I want you guys to think about and maybe even write down as some pointers, when you were a new person to Beachbody, maybe your coach built a relationship with you, maybe you've known her, maybe you knew her for a while, and what was your coaching conversation like? What did your coach say to you that got you thinking, you know what, maybe this could work for me? Like, maybe this challenge group is what I need. Maybe I should try this Shakeology because, I don't know, whatever reason. Or coaching, maybe, like, what did your coach say to you when she was talking to you about the coaching opportunity? Think back to those conversations and write down some tips or some key things that you know helped you decide. What did your coach say that was reassuring to you that you went, you know what, this is worth a try. Like, I'm worth it, or there's nothing to worry about, there's no risk. And dial them in and then really look back at how you were, like I said, because we all had objections in the beginning, and that might help you when you're talking to your potential coaches or potential challengers. And you can think back and go, this is what my coach said to me that helped me understand better and reassured me. So maybe if I say this in my own words, that might help this person see the light too. One thing that, of course, you guys will know how not to send an invite. We've all had those messages from people. They might be random, they might be friends. That's obviously a copy and paste message. It's like a, hey girl, how are you? I just wanted to let you know that I joined this business called blah and we sell blah. I was wondering if you would at all be interested in buying something or contributing to my party or whatever. You guys were probably like, oh my God, like I know that was a copy and paste message. I know that, like, it just makes you feel icky. Like, really, I haven't talked to you in 5 years and this is the message I get. Those are not nice. I've had them, and I honestly, those are one type of messages that I do not reply. I don't care if somebody personally asks me 15 times, I'll still say no. But those messages that are clearly copy, paste, send so we can make some money, I don't even reply to them. Make sure you're not sending invites that way. That is not what an invite is. And that's often something that people think about when they're thinking about the word inviting. So what is okay? What's an okay invite? The first, and in my opinion, best one is through Messenger. So you can actually send a voice message through your Messenger, and they're about 60 seconds long, like one voice message. And this is a really good way to do it because it shows that like you have been personal. This is an invite specifically for them. And you can show your excitement and you can show your confidence and you can show that like, I'm here, this is what I'm doing, this is how I can help. Make sure, of course, that you build that relationship first. Make sure you've at least talked to them in the last week about something besides Beachbody, or that they were in a clean eating group, or they were in a coach sneak peek, or whatever have you. Make sure you've built that relationship and it's not this random message. But for your challenge groups, you can say, hey girl, how are you? I just saw your profile picture. It looks like you had a great Christmas. I wanted to ask you if you are at all interested in joining my health and fitness challenge group that starts February 1st. I know that you were in my clean eating group and you did so awesome in there. And I was wondering if this would be something at all that you're interested in learning more about. That is so nonchalant. That's no pressure. It's not, hey, would you want to buy a challenge pack? You get a fitness program in Shakeology, and it's this much, and that's salesy. Leave the price out. Be nonchalant and be friendly and personal. That's one for challenge groups. If you have a potential coach and you want to invite them to the coaching event, again, make sure you've built that relationship. You can say, hey Jessica, how are you? I saw you got a new puppy, so cute. What breed is he? Anyway, I wanted to let you know that I have a sneak peek into coaching group coming up on Thursday. I know that you've been liking a few of my posts, and you had mentioned in our previous conversation that you were interested in what I was doing, or that I was, whatever she said, if she said you were doing a good job or anything like that, or maybe you've talked to her already about it and she just was thinking about it. That's another invite. If you're inviting about a coach, like, so say you had somebody in a coaching event and now you're trying to kind of seal the deal. Hey girl, how are you? Add a little bit something in there. I know you were in the sneak peek and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. I also wanted to let you know that I have a coach mentorship program coming up February 1st. It's training and coach mentoring to help you, or to help our new coaches get set off on the right foot and help them see success in their business ASAP, something like that. These are non-threatening messages. These aren't about sales. They're not about getting people and hey, I was wondering if you wanted to sign up as a coach. I need this amount of people to get this rank. That's so not a good way to do it. You have to make it about them. You can't make it about you and, hi, I'm looking for 2 people because I need to hit Emerald and I want to do it quick, and I was wondering if you wanted to join my team. That's so sloppy. That's so impersonal. That's you wanting to meet your goals, and people don't care about your goals. They care about themselves. So this is why you have to be so in tune and personable with the people that you're trying to help with their situation, whether it's coaching, whether it's challenge groups, whatever. What is okay to copy and paste, if you do send like an invite, that's fine. If you do it just writing, that's totally fine. I do copy and paste some of my invites, like some details. So I'll have my clean eating group. I will copy and paste, like I have a clean eating group coming up on Monday. I'm going to share my recipes and tips and meal plans for anyone who wants to try to get back on track after the holidays. Do you think you'd be interested in joining us? I always, like, that's a copy and paste message, but I always add, like, hey, Jessica, or hey, Sarah, how are you? Dabble something about them. Shoot through their profile a little bit just to see what's going on with them, so they know that you're not just here to get them into something. So always make sure that you first start out with something personal, like you would say anyway, like to your best friend or whoever, your friends, whatever. And like I said, it's okay to copy and paste certain amounts. So your specific invite to the coaching event. We have a coaching event coming up on Thursday. I know that we had talked about it before, or you've been liking my posts. I was wondering if you wanted to take a look into what it is that I do. Or you've been so inspiring in the challenge group, big one, guys. You've been so inspiring in the challenge group, and I think you'd make an amazing coach. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? And then they say yes, or maybe, and then you can say, I have this group opening, and I was wondering if you wanted to learn more. So keep it simple. If you're going into it going, oh my God, they're going to think I'm trying to sell them something, double check what you're saying, double check your attitude. And when you're going into it with the right frame of mind, you should have no problem worrying about what they're going to say, because you should know in your heart that you asked them and you invited them because you honestly care and you honestly think that it can help them. And of course, getting to know their goals and just who they are is a big part of that. And it'll help you feel better. It'll help you connect to the person, so you know that you're not just there. You know yourself, you're not just there to sell them something. So who do you invite to your events, your challenge groups, your whatever? People who are sharing fitness information, like workout routines, cycles, nutrition, any like healthy eating tips, any clean recipes, any inspiration, like if they're always posting positive things and doing that kind of stuff, like those are the people you kind of want in your team, right? Those are the people you want to work with. Those are great people to be building those relationships and feeling confident in sending your invites, because you can link it to that. You have a reason for coming to them. You're not going to ask a 40-year-old man if he wants to join your challenge group of women. You're going to ask this girl who either liked your like page, she likes it for a reason, or is sharing health advice, and you can tell her what you have to offer. And there, you at least have that, you know what, I saw that you've been posting a lot of health stuff. I've been enjoying reading it, and I just wanted to let you know that this is what I do, if you'd have any information, or if you'd want any information on what it is that I do. I love working with people from my like page, because they're there for a reason, and I usually send them a friend request if they like anything, if they like my post, if they like my like page. I immediately add them to my friends list so they remember who I am. People that look normal, not people with 10 friends, not guys that, not people from other countries that don't speak my language. I pick people that are that look normal, that look like me, that have families, that, you know what I mean. So I pick them, I friend request them, and I shoot them a message as soon as they answer, as soon as they reply. So they remember who I am, that I'm from the like page, and they can piece it together. And I just say, like, hey, how's it going? I hope you didn't mind the friend request. I saw you liked my health and fitness page, and I just wanted to thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Really nice, really basic. They usually shoot you a message back saying, no problem, I like your stuff, I love reading it, I followed you for a while, or just never liked your page, or whatever have you. And then you can start a conversation. Again, do they have kids? Do they have a dog? What do they do for a living? You can talk to them and build that relationship a little bit right away. And then comment on their pictures, show them that you're a real person, that like who you are. And then when I have a clean eating group coming up, that's the first thing I do. Those people from my like page, not all of them see your post. Not all of them see your free clean eating post. And most often when I do send that invite for the clean eating group, most of them haven't. Like, oh, I didn't realize that. Yes, sign me up, sure. And then after they've gone through the clean eating group, then you ask them how that was, and then you can say, just to let you know, I run monthly challenge groups, and with a fitness and nutrition program, if you have any interest in this at all, I would love to chat with you more or anything like that. Just keep it really nonchalant and be real. Like I said, speak from your heart. Another person, of course, I have to tell this story. Melanie Mitro, her invite for when she was like a mom trying to lose weight, had no idea what Beachbody even was. She told her story that her coach saw one of her posts on Facebook that said she was eating celery on the couch and she was miserable. Dieting sucks. That was her thing on her Facebook. So her coach now went to her and said, I saw your post. It shouldn't be like that. You need food. Kind of gave her a little bit of information, and then it all started from there. We know how that story ends up. So anybody who's having issues with their diets, I've seen that a lot in my newsfeed. Like people going to the gym and they're getting mad at themselves because it's week whatever 3, and they're already skipping and they can't get their motivation up, or they're not seeing any results. And those are the people that I go to, and I'm like, I saw your post, like, you know, I hope you're doing okay. If you need any help or tips, I can help you out. I can give you some information, and be helpful, be resourceful, be valuable. And when you offer that value for free, then you can talk to them about the challenge group and feel more confident because you offered your value, they've accepted it, and you can move on to the next level for really, really helping them. Same thing about a job. You see a post of a mom who hates her part-time job and wants to be at home with her kids, talk to her. Like, just say, I was where you were. Like, I remember feeling that way, torn. I wanted to stay at home with my kids, but yet like I wanted something for myself, and I wanted to contribute my own income. And you can explain how this business has helped you. So those are the biggest invites. And again, whoever likes your posts, like if you have somebody who's liking a lot of your posts about health and fitness or the business, message them. Be like, you know what, thank you so much for your support, and then add that invite in after you've built the relationship up more. And again, anybody who likes your challenge group post, I usually send anyway. Like, I saw you liked it. Are you at all interested? That is like that's an easy invite, like right there, because they've liked your post, they've seen it, and they just might need more information. I will say this, I've been in the business just about 2 years, and I've never had a rude person. I've never, ever, ever had a person go, oh my God, you're annoying, go away. Or why would you ask me that? Like, that's rude. Or what, do you think I need to lose weight? Or whatever. I know there's crazy people like that out there. I've seen some crazy people, not in that way, but I've seen some people and react to other stuff weirdly. or that I wouldn't react to that way. And if you ever have a rude person, that is not about you. That is not about you. It is everything to do about them. They are looking for a reason to blow up or get mad or speak their opinion or whatever. Those are people that you do not need in your life. Those are people that do not see the big picture, that do not see what you've done for them, and do not see that you are just simply offering a solution if they're interested. I know you guys aren't salesperson. I know you guys aren't salesy. So if you have a rude person, delete them and get on with it, because they're not worth it. There's people out there that seriously seek to make people's lives crappy. And the last thing you should do is let them. So again, I've never had a rude person before. But again, if you do, it's someone you don't want anyway, and it's, again, totally not about you. Also, last thing is the belief in yourself and in the product. You have to constantly be going back in your mind and saying, this is how this has worked for me. This is how it's changed my life. And again, whether that's challenge groups, coaching, whatever. This is how it's changed my life. And I would love to pay this forward because I know these products work. I've seen the results. I know how I feel. You are doing a service. And that is simply all this is trying to help people find the solution that you have already found to the problems that they're having that you used to have before you found the solution. So always remember, you're providing a service. And never ever, if you have an objection or if you have somebody that says, like, you know what, I've thought about it, but I don't think I'm ready. Don't ditch them. Please invite them into another clean eating group if they need support. Or say to them, you know what, I'm always here if you have questions or if you need recipe ideas. Just feel free to reach out, because that's going to build your credibility. And as we know, no does not mean no. No is not right now. Either the timing isn't right, or maybe the products just really aren't going to work for them. Or let's face it, they won't if they don't believe that they might, because they have to put in effort. But no means not right now. I have coaches right now who said no to a challenge group, then a year later bought the challenge group with the kickstart and everything, or the challenge pack with the kickstart, without me even knowing. I just saw them in my back office. And then now they're coaches. Now they are paying it forward into the solution that they found. So I always think back to those people that were no, not right nows, and they give me all the hope and all the confidence I need to go after another no. Because again, no is not right now, and it is not personal. It is simply, again, it's not the right time, or they're trying something different, or the time of their life is not perfect, or not good, or whatever. It's fine. It's a no, not right now. Do not take it personally. So again, always check your confidence at the door and believe in yourself and in the product, and that is all you need. And I'm going to say one more time, if you do have struggles when you sit down and you want to push that publish button or that send button of an invite, and you're working yourself up, go on YouTube, Google coaching invites, and you will see thousands of videos from top coaches who explain to you, again, kind of what I've explained, and just help you gain your confidence in your invites and why you're doing it, and just recap what it's all about to get you in the right mindset to shoot that email off and to grow your business. So I hope that helped you guys.